like to speak about the prophets or prophetess that are on social media, especially on TikTok. So I follow a few, I follow a few on TikTok. And the thing is, they always put prophet in their names. Not all the time, but a lot of times they'll put prophet in their name. So, I'm thinking, okay, you're a prophet. You're going to tell me something that God told you to tell me. Well, this is what they do. Like, they will maybe tell you some things or they'll just say stuff that's general that could be for anybody. But so I decided to ask somebody in a message one time, in the inbox, and ask them if they could tell me, if I could ask them a question because they claim they are a prophet or whatever. And so this person responded that I have to pay $20 an hour. Like, really? Like, so you you're no different than a psychic. I mean, how are you supposed to be somebody from God and you charging $20 an hour to for me to just ask you questions or you to give me answers? Like, what in the world? You might as well change your name to psychic so and so or something like that. If you're charging, you're not a person of God. You're just using that excuse of that name. And then there was another prophet I was following. This man, he calls himself a prophet. I guess he's a self self appointed prophet. But I had sent him a message. I sent him a message on TikTok in the inbox. And the crazy thing is, like, I sent it and it was like early in the morning, it was like 4 or something, because I was up and I couldn't sleep and I was just had a lot of things on my mind. So I decided to send him a message. Well, this man ended up going on live about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Him and his panel, and he was talking, saying, yeah, she came on and she was sending me these messages. She sent me this message and my inbox was beeping. Like, first of all, how am I supposed to know that your TikTok inbox gonna beep at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because if somebody sent me a message on TikTok, I won't even know until I receive it, until I go on TikTok. I don't know. TikTok don't send me an alert or anything when I get a inbox message. I won't even know until I go on TikTok that I have a message. So how do I supposed to know that? He went on talking about how you sending these text messages, these inbox messages, and waking my wife up, and we're trying to sleep. And this is from a prophet. I was like, oh wow, okay. So he went on live complaining. So I said, okay. So I blocked him. But I just feel like I don't know any real Christian people that are really prophets that has an issue with people contacting them. Like, really? Like, if you don't want to pray for people or you don't want to deal with people, you should just don't be on it calling yourself a prophet or a man of God or a woman of God if you don't feel like talking to people. You don't want anybody trying to communicate or contact you. Because all I want to do is ask you some question or a question. And how am I supposed to know if I send you an inbox message at 4 a.m. that it's going to wake you up out your sleep? Like, okay. So he went on this big old rant about this, and I just left the live and I blocked him. And he had his panel said, "Oh well, you that don't make those," all that. I was like, I ain't got time for this. There's so much drama. But yeah, anyway, yeah, these prophets on TikTok, a lot of them are, I don't know what they are self-appointed, but and it's the same way on Facebook, I'm sure. A lot of these people, a lot of them want money. It's like they talk about money more than anything. Sow a seed, sow a seed. They'll say that 5 times in 10 minutes. Sow a seed, sow a seed, sow a seed. Like, what? Like, okay. But that's just something I had to get off. It's so many fake prophets. If you want a real prophet or prophetess, you probably be better off going to like in a group like a YouTube group or something. Not a YouTube group, a Facebook group. Well, YouTube, I guess there may be some rooms on YouTube too. But it's like on a Facebook group in like a Christian group or something like that. You probably can find some in there. But these TikTok prophets, they are whatever they are, they just want money. It's all about sow a seed. That's all they talk about. Sow a seed, sow a seed, sow a seed. Like, yeah, all right. But that's just one thing I learned. See, a lot of these people are fake. And some of them may have a gift. They may have a gift. I'm not saying they don't have a gift, but so do psychics. So do the tarot readers. So a lot of times they're no different than them.